If you hadn't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
All right. Welcome back. This is part 2 of Snitching. Let's get into it.
We had plenty of just enjoy being a kid. How many times did we actually just take it upon ourselves to play softball or football or damn race each other on foot, whether it be bikes or whatever, skateboards? We were into that. You know what I'm saying? We thrived off of competition with each other, but it was just pushing each other to be great. But these kids nowadays, they don't have that self-motivating, or I don't see it where they're pushing each other like that. It's like it's all about social media and topping the next person. It's not about being better. It's about topping them. You know what I'm saying?
Instant gratification.
Yeah. So
and they don't care who is affected by whatever they do.
No, they don't stop and think about the long-term effect of what it is that they're doing. Meaning, i.e., having sex on camera, or having a fight with someone and doing them dirty on camera,
or doing a robbery, and then you on Instagram Live with your gun and the spoils from your lick, and then the police is watching this, then they come get you, and then you ready to sing like a bird, say, oh, well, he did this and he put me up there. No, wait a minute, where's your head at? And here's the thing that kills me about all of that.
Right.
You see this happening all the time. Why are you contributing to the nonsense? If you see, and it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see, if I do dirt, I need to shut up, because if I don't shut up, it's going to come back on me. If you're doing dirt with 2-3 people, y'all need to shut up.
Exactly.
Don't tell nobody. If the three, don't don't pillow talk with your girl. Don't go tell your cousin. Don't tell, little dude on the block. Don't tell nobody. Nobody. Like, why do you need that attention on you because you did something stupid, where somebody's going to say something and it's going to get around. You're going to be, hey, woo, come here. Let me holler at you right quick. Yo, so you did blah, 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 blah. You facing 30 years, blah, blah, blah. And they lying to you, but you like, oh, man, I ain't trying to do 30 years. Well, nah, he did this and he did it. Wait a minute. What's going on here? And it's like, have you not, even if you don't have male role models in your family, strong role models like I did, there are enough black movies, enough gangster movies, enough movies out there, because people love watching movies and trying to mimic. It's enough media out there for you to know better. One of the movies that I can point out with this for a fact, Menace to Society, where they did the thing in the liquor store, and they had the tape, the VCR tape, showing the tape. Right. You tried to get with old girl, she turned you down, you got pistol whipped, now you want to go tell. Keep your business to yourself. That way you avoid all that, and you ain't got to worry about nobody snitching on you. You won't be in a position where you snitching on somebody else. You won't be in a position where that thing come back on you.
Yeah, it's definitely a different ball game nowadays. Again, I think one of the biggest things about it is there is no loyalty nowadays.
There's no loyalty.
It's damn near non-existent.
Yeah.
Like,
and I definitely can agree with you on that 1,000%, because A joker will sell you out for the thought of getting a piece of ass from a chick.
Yes,
And
definitely.
I've
I've
had that happen
quite
to
a
me
few
a
times.
few times in
Quite a
the
few.
last 2 years. I've had that
Wow.
happen to me a few times, and it's like, either I thought you was my homie, I thought we was cool, or chick, I thought we was rocking like that, and it's like I'm sitting back and people coming to me saying stuff that I'm like, well, where you hear that from? Oh, such and such told me, such and such told me. Is it true? Yeah. I mean, I just, it just amazes me that people do that, and the crazy thing is people from our generation who do it too. It's
Yes,
like, why are you trying to fit in with this current trend or generation or whatever? Like, help me understand that. I can't do it.
they definitely do it nowadays. I mean,
Yeah,
like you said, our age and to have that type of mind mentality is crazy to me.
it's
Um,
ridiculous.
I'll tell you a story. My little sister, matter of fact, she's 10 years older than her. She's in her early 30s, around there. I'll give it that. But the point that I'm making is she was in a position where she's the supervisor.
Mm.
And she had three younger people from this generation working underneath her. Now she goes out of her way to not only train them, but to make sure when they do something that um, they shouldn't be doing or breaking the rules or something like that, instead of her, turning them in every chance she gets, she calls them to the side and say, "Hey, look, I heard about what you did, so and so and so and so. We can't have that. If it happens again, I'm gonna have to take it further, on up the ladder, blase, blase." So anyway, one of the girls she had got fired today. Today she got fired. So instead of her just saying, "Hey, I messed up. It was on me. Yeah, I did do that." She throws it off on my sister, that it was my sister's fault that she screwed up. And I'm like, and my sister's telling me this, and I'm like, but this is just this generation nowadays. They do not accept responsibility for
They
their
really
own
don't.
screw up. It's always someone else's fault.
Always.
I'm not saying all of them are like that, but if you look around, it's hard to find a stand-up kid now.
It is. It really is. I mean, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Like, if I'm your supervisor and I'm doing everything I can to keep you from getting fired, at the very least, take responsibility when things happen. Because
Right.
I've shown you that I got your back. And in the grand scheme of things, I'm not doing anything wrong. But for you to further get in trouble after I've been like, hey, you gotta watch this, that, and the other, and then you try to send me up the river, it's like, yo, wait a minute.
Yep.
What kind of backwards snitching game is this? Because, yo, I was looking out for you, and this is what I get?
It's crazy. It's the only thing about it is the owner of the company and my sister, they work well together. He pretty much depends on her to take care of his business, and
Right.
he's giving her promotion and giving her raises because he knows that, hey, this person is actually looking out for me and my company. But when she went in there and lied, on my sister, he was like, "Hey, hold it. I don't even want to hear it." Because he had already looked at the damn videotape of her.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you're wasting your breath trying to lie on her. So, thank you, but no thank you. But again, it goes back to this generation. And again, people from our own generation, they fail to take responsibility for their own actions.
Yeah, they just do. I don't understand why. Like, own it. Like, just own it. Like,
Exactly.
And don't try to drag nobody down with you.
No.
You did it. You did it. If we did it together and you get caught,
it's on me.
Yeah, like come
I'm
on.
not finna say shit. It's like, hey, I knew the risk. I knew what I was getting myself into. Now I just gotta be a man about it and take that damn bullet. You know what I mean? Like, you just gotta sit down for a minute. That's just all it is.
Yeah, man. Cause my best friend out here, the reason why we best friends, and it was like we really didn't know each other that well when we first started hanging out. But we was riding around, chilling or whatever. And it was me, him, and this other dude. We was just riding around. We wasn't doing nothing wrong. But we got to talking and some information got put out. And dude was like, oh nah, I gotta get up out of here. Man, I ain't trying to get caught up, blah, blah, blah. And it was like, it wasn't that serious. But for him to do that, I'm like, damn that, I'm here. And it's like, we really wasn't doing anything wrong. It's just that, the information that he put out, it was like, hey, I'm just letting you know what the deal is, just in case something go down. And dude was like, I'm out. I was like, man, damn that, I'm good. Let's go. And from then, it was like, we've been tight like that since what, 96?
Wow.
And we probably only had one or two disagreements in that whole time. It wasn't even that serious.
Right.
But, at the end of the day, it's like people is just not built like that. Like, yeah.
No. They definitely aren't built like that.
Entitlement mentality, that whole everybody wins mentality, that whole instant gratification mentality, that whole I'm not going down with the ship mentality. If I can get over on you, the hell with you, I'm gonna get over on you. Like, come on, man. Come on. Where we going now? Where are we going now?
Yes. Everybody's looking for that big W, if that mean they got a damn step on your goddamn neck to get it, they'll do it nowadays.
They will.
Like, you don't get it. We can get further if we stick together, man. You trying to step on my neck and me trying to step on yours. It leads nowhere.
Yeah, and the funny thing about it is this has been going on for a long time. A long time. And we have been privileged enough not to have to deal with it, but at the same time, it impacts us because we did not know to what extent it was going on until social media, it really exposed it, because it just makes no sense for that to happen within us.
Right.
To me, it makes no sense. Coming from where we came from 200, 300, 400 years ago, it was snitching back then.
Right.
And, it keeps going. Social media come and it's like, boom! Y'all didn't know this was going on like that? Now it's just glamorized.
Yeah. Social media, it definitely changed the game, because it was like, again, being from the streets, that wire, and you know what wire I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
It's on the wire. Everything gets on the wire, and it just shoots. I mean, you could probably leave one side of town before you get home on the other side of town. It's on the wire. Oh. But nowadays, with this damn instant being on the internet, shoot, before you leave that incident, it's already everywhere.
Already. Not only is it already, you got memes now. Wait, somebody just posted the video. Now it's a meme? Like, come on.
Yeah.
And you never live it down.
No, you don't.
Hopefully, it's not a situation to where somebody dry snitched on you and you get caught up in something.
Right. It's like, it's almost to the point now where I watch myself to the extent of people around you when they want to become confrontational. You know what I'm saying? You really gotta pay attention to what's going on. Wait a minute, are you really want to be confrontational, or do you really want to be confrontational? And what's the real reason behind that? And I'm looking around like, where's the camera? Because somebody's gonna pull their damn phone out and go to record.
Where's the camera and where's the jump out crew?
Exactly.
I'm getting like, am I really getting set up? You know, hey, is somebody over there gonna jump out and jump on my back or something? Like, come on, what's going on?
Yep. So it's people really got to pay attention nowadays because, again, when someone initiates that confrontation, it's not just a simple confrontation anymore.
Nah,
it's not two people who can, okay, we have a disagreement. We either thug it out, fight it out, talk it out, and just go our separate ways. Nowadays,
not at all.
You win, lose, or draw is already on the net.
Already.
Yes.
Already.
Snitching at its finest, I guess.
At its absolute finest. At the pinnacle.
But with celebrity snitching, though, I think that's a whole nother level.
That's a whole nother level.
Like this whole thing with Tekashi 6ix9ine, like it was everywhere. Like, and I don't see how this kid came out and walked around like, so what? I snitched,
right?
And what? I'm like, back in my day, as soon as you touch ground, son, it was a wrap. It's over.
Over, all the way over. Like, yo, you got nothing coming. Nothing coming at all.
Yeah. Like, you have to have a damn police squad around you 24/7, son, because you are not coming back to the hood.
Not at all.
And there's basically nowhere you can hide. You can run, but you can't hide because the wire.
Yeah.
They're going to let you know exactly where you at, homie.
And the crazy thing about that is the result of him doing all of what he did, I guess he thought it was going to work out for him in the end, but it didn't. You did all of that. You came out, thought you was going to be the same dude, thought you was going to be thorough like that. And it's like, I don't remember last time we heard from this dude.
It's been a minute.
It's been like, what, 3-4 months, something like that. But that should be an eye opener to these kids in this generation that don't always work out for you.
No,
it don't. You sitting there and you make all this noise, you bring all this attention on yourself, and then now you got to go snitch on people, and then you got to sit down for a minute. You get a slap on the wrist. You come out thinking you still big man on campus, and then, hey, you know what? Air come out that balloon. Psst, now where you at?
Yep.
You ain't out here making all you are not out here making all that noise no more. I'm not doing it.
Totally different ball game at that point.
That ship has sailed.
I remember on the show 48 Hours. It's the funniest episode I've seen ever, right? This cat hadn't got caught up in a murder case. Him and his homeboys. So they pull him in. Basically, throw the whole book at him about, you finna do this amount of time. We know you know more than what you're saying. Putting the pressure on him.
Right.
So the one thing they had to do for this cat, the snitch on his boys, was he asked for a cigarette. He asked for a cigarette. He was like, man, you give me a cigarette, I'll tell you everything.
Oh, wow. Really?
So one cigarette, you smoke that one cigarette and you'll give us everything. And that's basically what he did. Like, wow. That simple.
Jokers sell you out for a piece of bubble gum.
Yeah, like you've seen the show, I'm sure, enough times to know the only thing you gotta do is ask for a damn lawyer, and it shuts all of that down.
All of it. Like, But at the end of the day, don't put yourself in that position to where you got to do that.
True.
I mean, I just don't know what they think they're going to get away with, what they're getting out of it. I mean, if you need to know up front what you built for and what you not built for. And if you're not built for it, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't even put yourself in that position. Don't put nobody else in that position. Just don't do it. Because y'all not built like that. Like, come on. You can't stress it enough. If you are not built for certain things, stay away from them.
Exactly.
Because when that heat comes, I'm not sympathetic to people who get themselves into that, be like, oh, the system, this. No, don't blame the system, dude. You knew you couldn't do nothing like that. You know, it was all fun and games when you was getting away with it. And you know, you was getting your props and all this, that, and the other, but you fail to realize they could have been watching you 3-4 crimes ago, and they just waiting for you to do something, you know, really slip up.
Exactly.
And then it's like, oh, man, I can't, man.
And it's funny because it's exactly how you're saying it. If it's not you, it's someone in your crew. They always looking for that weakest link.
Always.
In your crew. And there's always that one guy who thinks that he knows more than what he actually does. He thinks he's quicker than what he is. He think, you know, I got this, you know, everything's under control, but you sloppy as hell. Like you be doing shit and not even covering up your own tracks. So it's basically they just give you enough rope to hang yourself. And then once you do, all right, man, I'll tell you whatever you want to know. Just drop my time.
Right.
Oh, so again, it goes back to what you're saying, man. If you don't want to do the damn time, you know you're not built like that. Don't associate yourself with that type of situation.
Yeah, and if you're unsure of the people that you're dealing with, definitely don't do it. Do your dirt by your lonely. Do your dirt by yourself. That way, nobody can be around to tell on you.
Hell no.
Snitch on you. And you don't put yourself in a position to where it's like, you know what? Damn, they gonna offer me some less time? Or if I tell? All right, let me go tell. And then let me go brag about it. Yeah, you know, they couldn't hold me. Get out of here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We pretty much know you go in and you come out the same day. We already know.
Already know. Already, man. Already.
Well, we want to thank everybody for tuning in.
Yes.
We hope this topic was informational to you.
And comical.
But we all know people who have been in situations like that before. Some are still here to talk about it, and then others aren't. You know? Yeah. But again, at the end of the day, only person you can blame is yourself.
That's it. Nobody else.
So, with that being said, thanks for tuning in to our show, our podcast. This is King, and I am I. Peace.
Catch you on the next one.